Taming the Overuse of Adjective Clauses. A walk through grammar lane. Hello, language learners. Today, we're diving deeper into the fascinating world of English grammar. Our focus? Adjective clauses and a common issue students encounter, overusing them. Stick around, and you'll learn how to express yourself more concisely and effectively. Let's jump right in. An adjective clause, also known as a relative clause, modifies a noun or pronoun in the main clause of a sentence. It usually starts with relative pronouns like who, whom, whose, which, and that, or relative adverbs such as where, when, and why. Here's an example. The book, which I read last week, was exciting. In this sentence, which I read last week, is the adjective clause modifying the book. Adjective clauses are super handy for adding extra details, but there's a catch. Overuse can make your sentences wordy and confusing. When you overuse adjective clauses, your sentences can become longer and harder to understand. This can lead to verbosity, which is a common writing mistake where sentences are unnecessarily wordy. For example, the dog, which is a Labrador, and which is owned by my neighbor, and which barks every morning, is very friendly. This sentence is hard to read, right? And that's the problem with overusing adjective clauses. It can detract from the core message you're trying to convey. Here are some helpful tips to avoid this pitfall. 1. Combine clauses. If possible, combine multiple adjective clauses that refer to the same noun into one. For example, incorrect. The dog, which is a Labrador, and which is owned by my neighbor. Correct. The dog, which is a Labrador owned by my neighbor. 2. Use other forms of modifiers. You can use other forms of modifiers like adjectives, adverbs, or prepositional phrases. For example, incorrect. The man, who was wearing a red shirt, looked angry. Correct. The man in the red shirt looked angry. 3. Simplify. Always aim for simplicity. If a detail isn't crucial, consider removing it. Incorrect. The park, which is near my house, and which has a large pond, is beautiful. Correct. The park near my house is beautiful. By following these tips, you can maintain the richness of your language without making it hard for your listeners or readers to follow along. So, that's a wrap on overusing adjective clauses. Remember, while adjective clauses are useful for adding details, moderation is key. Combine your clauses, use other forms of modifiers, and simplify where possible. Keep practicing, and soon, handling adjective clauses will be a breeze for you. Happy learning, and see you in our next grammar adventure.